Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News Today starts now.
The coronavirus pandemic continues to grip Metro Detroit as Michiganders continue to lose their lives. Experts are warning that an unprecedented economic storm lies ahead. Now at 7, a closer look at the impact this pandemic is having on our communities. We are touching every facet of this crisis to give you exactly what you need to know this weekend. And we're going to get to our coronavirus updates in just a moment. It is 7:01 on a Saturday. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sean Lay. Downtown Detroit in the studio, Priya Mann down the hallway in the newsroom.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. And just taking a live look outside, looks a little overcast, and I almost can feel the chill through the camera. Andrew, we saw some snow flurries yesterday.
Did we ever?
And downright chilly conditions today.
That's right. Makes you question, is this really spring or is it winter? Well, unfortunately, the winter-like feel and look is still out there. We have clouds overhead. We have a freeze warning in effect because temperatures are already below freezing. In fact, we already broke our record low. The old low, 29 degrees in 1983. 28 was the low temperature so far, recorded at 3 this morning while many of us were sleeping. We're looking at some snow flurries still hanging around. You can see that right here in downtown Detroit, in fact, and north of the city for our friends and neighbors over in St. Clair and also Macomb counties. Same thing in parts of Lapeer County. As those flurries diminish, we'll still keep clouds overhead in the next few hours. But later today, clouds break apart. That's good, but we'll still need our winter coats. When you venture outdoors, don't forget your masks. We're looking at 44 degrees at noon. 50 chilly degrees, but it will feel even colder with a northwesterly wind at around 6 to 14 miles per hour. Currently, temperatures in your neighborhood easily in the 20s. Only 26 right now for our friends and neighbors over in Howell. We'll talk more about your Mother's Day forecast and the chance of showers, plus higher temperatures in your 7-day forecast in minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Developing on Detroit's west side, a 15-year-old boy is electrocuted while helping clean a vacant warehouse.
This happened last night. Here's the awful scene. DTE telling us the teen somehow came in contact with an overhead live power line. He was electrocuted. It's a heartbreaking twist. His mom says she really believes he was trying to earn a little extra money to get her something for Mother's Day. This happened here at a warehouse on Woodrow Wilson Street that's just off the lodge. Mara McDonald spoke with the teen's mom.
I believe that he came to clean up, and I believe that was so that he can get me something for Mother's Day. Yeah, so, and it cost my boy his life for a couple of dollars.
Manuel's mother, Mandy, waiting outside the vacant warehouse for the medical examiner's office to bring her 15-year-old boy's body out.
Manuel had leant down to do whatever he was doing, and when he bent down to do whatever he was doing, he ended up touching electrical wire of some sort, and it put 4,000 volts of electricity through this child's body, and it blew out his shoulder.
Instantly killed him.
Manuel was with someone the family knows who was working on that vacant warehouse. They say he wanted to make a few extra dollars by helping to clean.
He's a good, outgoing kid. So much attention. Loved school. Loved his family. Loved his little sisters. His big sisters. He looked up to her so much. It's going to be really hard. I'm trying to keep myself together now, but who knows after this.
I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Our hearts go out to that mother. Police believe the death was an accident, but the investigation into exactly what happened in that warehouse will continue.
And also developing this morning, the search for 2 men accused of killing a Flint family door security guard is over. Both men are now in police custody. You may recall Calvin Mulnerin was killed after telling a customer she just had to wear a face mask. Investigators say a short time later, 23-year-old Ramonier Bishop and 44-year-old Larry Tegue walked into the store and shot Mulnerin in the head. Bishop was arrested Friday at a home in Bay City, while Tegue was taken into custody all the way down in Houston. 3 other people are also facing charges in connection to the deadly shooting.
7:05 on a Saturday. Let's get everyone updated now on the latest on COVID-19 here in our state. Where's it going? The official recovery total, 15,659 people. We are expected to get our weekly recovery update today, so that number should shoot right back up.
Meantime, here's a breakdown of our current case count. As of our last update, there were 50 new confirmed deaths from COVID-19. In total, we've lost more than 4,300 people to the virus.
Michigan now has more than 46,000 confirmed cases. This is up more than 680 cases. Our daily numbers come with a few caveats. There are variables that can unnaturally cause daily peaks and valleys in data. State officials have recommended looking at weekly averages to better understand the trends in the state. Weekly averages show an overall downward trend.
And new updates have been coming mid-afternoon. We'll bring you up to date the moment we get those results on clickondetroit.com and our mobile app. Also making headlines, the Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association is urging Governor Whitmer to allow restaurants to open back up on May 29th once the stay-at-home order expires. And the economic toll is getting worse, with 20.5 million American jobs lost in the month of April alone. The unemployment rate of 14.7 is the highest rate since the Great Depression.
Meantime, some small business owners say they can't take it anymore. We've started to see some businesses opening up despite the governor's order for them to stay closed. Some, like a barber shop in Owasso on the west side of the state, have been ticketed for cutting hair. But as Jason Colthorpe shows us, others, like a gym in Brighton, will not be ticketed for opening up.
Gyms were supposed to be among the businesses that were the last to reopen under the governor's order. But the owner of this gym and mixed martial arts studio is challenging that. The Michigan Institute of Athletics in Brighton isn't the usual gym. People will come to work the heavy bag, maybe take a class, and it wouldn't be unusual to see some MMA-style sparring or wrestling going on. Until 8 weeks ago.
I listened to the orders, I shut my business down completely, but I went to work immediately in a different regard. I started researching everything I could on the subject.
But now owner James Gray is reopening.
The support has been unbelievable.
Yes, for financial reasons, but also because he believes it's the right thing to do.
I don't think we've put the virus into proper perspective. What if the three of us 6 months from now look at the nation was destroyed in many ways, we put 40 million people out of work, the housing market collapses, all these things went down, and the information was there, but we weren't really focusing on the right things.
The customers who've returned this week agree with him.
The guy's a young guy. He's got his heart and soul in here. He's got his life's finances in here, and to be shut down, I think unlawfully what the governor's doing right now.
It also appears Gray doesn't have to worry about a ticket.
I made the decision that we are not going to enforce any of the executive orders anymore.
Livingston County Sheriff Mike Murphy isn't convinced the governor's order is legal.
I don't believe that the governor has the power to extend the orders that she did, given the fact that the legislature did not give her the authority.
It doesn't matter to Gray because he's staying open even if he does get fined.
I never wanted to be in this situation, but I believe that if you are going to have a stance on something, it's worth fighting for.
Now, if you're wondering if the state's going to do anything because local law enforcement is not, the answer is possibly. I talked to the Attorney General's office, which says it's reviewing possible action against any business that is not compliant with the governor's order. In Brighton, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Jason. And as the economic fallout of the pandemic continues, scientists are worried that Americans and their leaders are not taking the next stages of coronavirus seriously enough.
Many people think that all we have to do is get over this hump right now going into the summer and this pandemic is gone. We're in the earliest days of this pandemic.
Meantime, there are more than 1,200,000 confirmed coronavirus cases in the U.S. and more than 77,000 Americans have died. This is according to a Johns Hopkins University database. And one of those deaths, Roy Horn. Horn died from coronavirus complications after revealing that he tested positive for the virus back on April 28th. Horn, of course, was famous for being in the iconic Las Vegas duo Siegfried and Roy. Roy Horn was 75 years old.
President Trump weighing in after one of the vice president's staffers tested positive for coronavirus. Katie Miller is Mike Pence's press secretary. Her husband is one of the president's top aides. Miller says she's asymptomatic. And listen to this. She tested positive Friday after testing negative on Thursday. President Trump says the positive test came as a surprise.
So she tested positive out of the blue. This is why the whole concept of tests aren't necessarily great. The tests are perfect, but something can happen between a test where it's good and then something happens and all of a sudden She was tested very recently and tested negative. And then today, I guess, for some reason, she tested positive. So Mike knows about it, and Mike has done what he has to do. They've taken all of the necessary precautions. I understand Mike has been tested, Vice President, and he tested negative.
A lot of administration testing. Here's why coronavirus testing ramped up this week for the president's team after a military aide with close ties to the president tested positive as well. A quick note, our website, clickondetroit.com, it's packed with the facts, useful information to get you through this pandemic. It's all on clickondetroit.com/coronavirus.
Well, the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery in southern Georgia could spark changes to state laws.
All right, Friday would have been Arbery's 26th birthday. Well, he was shot and killed way back in February while he was out jogging in his own neighborhood. Late Thursday night, Gregory and Travis McMichael, they were arrested and charged months later here with murder as well as aggravated assault. Here they are in court. The arrests are more than 2 months after Arbery was shot and killed, and just days after video of the incident was made public.
Anytime you pursue a young man, you go jump in a truck with shotguns and a pistol and jump in a truck, and you go jump on the back of a truck and follow him and slaughter him like that, that's lynching.
Gregory McMichael, a former police officer, told investigators he considered Arbery a suspect in a string of robberies in their neighborhood.
The case has sparked a debate in Georgia over imposing additional penalties on hate crimes. Right now, Georgia is one of 4 states in the country with no hate crime laws.
7:12 on a Saturday. Let's check the temperature. Oh, it's gone down a degree.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even want to check it anymore. Yesterday, I look out the window, it's snowing. Today, I don't even want to look at the thermostat.
Andrew, it's great to see you, sir, but whoa, it's May 9th, my man. What's going on?
You're the only bright spot.
Oh, you're very kind. I'm happy to hear that. Right back at you. It's good to see your smiling faces as well. We've got to smile, grin, and bear it as we have temperatures that are in the upper 20s, low 30s, record territory. 29 degrees currently, that's the record low. We'll talk more about today's forecast, your weekend forecast, of course, and Mother's Day coming up.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Plus, it's a major act of kindness.
After the break, we're going to tell you what a group of local musicians are doing to help those who need it most during the pandemic. And I tell you what, it's something else.
In tough times, people band together. Now, Devin and Kimberly bring you these uplifting stories from across the country in Something Good. Sunday following Local 4 News at 11.